How old is the universe? This is an important question which its answer may describe a lot about the observed universe. If you are a good browser, you will notice that this question is mentioned on many websites, and in Google, this question has over 600 million search results. The age of the universe is a clear and certain number, which is 13.7 billion years. And if you go to any reliable scientific website, you will find this clear and unquestioned number. But how did we know the age of the universe? How did we know this number? We know that science is so advanced that we were able to determine the age of the earth by studying the oldest stones that come out from the bottom of the earth. And after laboratory studies in 1956, the scientist Claire Patterson declared that the age of the earth is 5 billion years old. We will not have known this number without our laboratory research of stones. So, how did we know the age of the universe? Well, we will talk about it now. Today, we are going to talk about the most reliable ways in which we know that the universe is 13.7 billion years old. The first method, between 1922 and 1923, the great cosmic scientist Edwin Hubble, when he was observing one of the galaxies, he noticed something strange in the light of his stars. Some stars in this galaxy have turned into a red color. He observed more and noticed that most of the galaxies he had observed before, some of their stars had turned into red. Scientists met and researched this strange case, and it became clear that the case of changing the color of stars has nothing to do with the component and elements of star, because if it were, it wouldn't release a red color. To clarify more, each element, if we raise its level of entropy, when discharging and releasing its energy, we radiate this energy from the element as color red. The most common gases in the universe, including hydrogen and helium, which are also the most common elements burned by stars, do not radiate the red light. For example, helium does not release a red light at all. Hydrogen has the ability to release the color red, but its percentage is not more than 3%, and it's not enough to radiate such a level of red light. Hubble proposed an idea that changed the course of the cosmic science. Which is an idea? The expansion of the universe. The expansion of the universe that he proposed in 1925, simply because Hubble studied light more. If the light was in the phase of the relative motion, if the point of light is moving in your direction, then its color approaches blue, and if it's moving away, the color will approach red. This process is called the photo shift. The light wave, whenever the wave shrinks, turn blue, and as the wave expands, turn red. The Hubble idea developed the theory of the Big Bang in his time. Hubble said that if the galaxies are moving away from each other, then it is assumed that they were close to some of a period of time, which is the point called the singularity. Hubble did not notice at first that he was able, with this discovery, to determine the age of the universe. However, after a period of time, Hubble announced a supernatural idea that the age of the universe is exactly 13.7 billion years. Hubble was able to know this number through the data that he had, which are the universe is expanding regardless of whether the expansion may affect the movement and observation of light, and the universe started from a single point called the singularity, and we can calculate the time spent by the galaxies moving away and expanding. After this discovery, Hubble stabilized the cosmic Hubble constant, which opened many doors to the world of cosmic science and astrophysics and measuring the distance, shape, and type of stars. But the biggest goal of this constant is to determine the speed of cosmic expansion. The second method is very difficult, but a very charming one. The second way, we use the stars to measure the age of the universe. The method was this way. If the age of the star is, for example, x, then the age of the universe is more than x. So, considering that the beginning of the universe is older than the age of star formation. In 2001, the German astronomer Anna Freibel searched for the oldest star in the universe. If we find a star that is, for example, 40 billion years, then this number that was discovered will be wrong, and the age of the universe is older than the age of this star. And the surprising thing, the oldest star discovered was 13.2 billion years. In other words, it took 5 million years to create the first star after the Big Bang. If you notice, you will see how the numbers are very close. So the age of the universe, without a doubt, is 13.7 billion years. Speaking of early universe, scientists in 2007 captured wave rays of the early universe and called CMB cosmic microwave background, using the WMAP satellite created by great scientists Charles L. Bennett, Gary Henshaw, and Norman Jarosik. They picked up remaining photons of the early universe, in which the movement of atoms and entropy was so effective that it was not possible for a strong nuclear force to be created, and the particles were scattered throughout the universe and did not form quickly because of the force of the explosion and the continuation of its temperature. As a result, the image that you see is an image that depicts the universe when it was 300,000 years old. And this is the oldest possible image for everyone to take for the early universe. But can this image prove the validity of the Big Bang theory? Why we were not able to observe the photons that depicts the universe older than this image? Well, we will leave this topic for another video. Until that day, don't stop wondering and be curious.